Hey everyone, you're watching the Esperanza 243. Today is a book reading video. And for all of us Americans, for yesterday, Happy Thanksgiving! I mean, yeah, it's a day where where us people from Europe came in, stormed through, and took over the Indians' lands, but hey, it's Thanksgiving. Anyways, done with history for now. Book reading. And I'm going to keep it... Hang on, lady, let me do this real quick. I'm only going to read just probably a page, because after the book reading I'd like to do a little bit of karaoke. I tried doing that yesterday, and I actually got a video uploaded, but I messed up and thought the sound was completely gone and deleted it by accident, not realizing that my volume was actually low. So, here we go. Oh wait, hang on a second. Gotta note down the time for those who want to skip my bantering. Alright, here we go. Garnett was near the cooking area. She was nervous to come closer to the mermaid, who was indeed a distant relative. She bit her bottom lip and swam to Miss Gailton. She cleared her throat. The mermaid looked at her. She stifled a cry. "I can't believe it," she whispered. "You barely look like her." Garnett became confused. "I don't understand. Why did you faint at my aunt's name like that? As if you know her. Who told you?" Miss Gailton closed her eyes. "My dear, Miss Garnett, your mother has been looking for you for the past 6 years." Her eyes widened. "My mother? No, Aunt Kaylee says she died. She died committing suicide." The mermaid opened her eyes and gave Garnett a look. "Do you believe that? Does your aunt believe that?" "Of course we don't," she replied, a bit horrified. She paused. "I wasn't sure if she died of something else, or if she came down here. It would seem odd if she did. I had to be in the ocean more than 3 times to get my fins." Miss Gailton smiled. "Things change each generation. Sometimes dreams can lead you here." Garnett gasped. "Dreams? Even a dream that could be a memory?" Miss Gailton thought for a moment. "What kind of dream?" "Only my mom would recognize the dream. For her it used to be a nightmare." Miss Gailton looked at her in a matter-of-fact way. "Do you want to meet her?" Garnett thought about it. She nodded. "Yeah," she whispered. "Yes, I want to meet her." For someone who should be excited, she looked sad. It was quiet for a while. Everyone didn't know what to do or say. Mr. Ezra sighed. "I guess my duty is done," he whispered. Garnett became confused. "What do you mean?" she asked, looking at him. "Well, technically you have found only one relative, who is not your mom. Plus, I already found the person who turned into a mermaid recently." "Oh, plus I already found the person who turned into a mermaid recently," he said. She smiled confusedly. He bowed to her. "I will leave you, so you may continue your adventure without a king's advisor," he teased. She giggled. Mr. Ezra left Miss Taton's cove and headed back to the castle. Miss Gailton sighed. Garnett sighed as well. She gave Miss Gailton a look. How do you know my aunt's name? She paused. If you are a relative, whose side of the family are you on? She asked. I've been talking with your mother for the past 11 years. She paused. She only started worrying about you 6 years ago. This dream you talked about, I think it might have come back. She paused again. I'm from her grandma's side of the family. I am, well, it's a bit hard to figure out. Garnet rolled her eyes. Here we go, another family confusion, she whispered. Then she became quiet. I want to see my mom. Miss Amethyst nodded, and then looked at Miss Tatum. Thank you. I appreciate the help you did, waking me up. I guess some of the rumors were wrong. Miss Tatum giggled. Most of them are wrong. I do predict events. Suddenly, she cast her head aside. Her eyes were blank and looking forward. The next second, her eyes darted downward. She bit her lower lip. Miss Garnet? Garnet looked at her. Have fun with your mother. Tell her I said hi. Garnet sighed and nodded. It was nice seeing you again, Miss Darla. Likewise, she replied, nodding her head. Then Miss Amethyst and Garnet left the cove and headed toward the castle in a different direction. Within minutes, she had led Garnet to an area not too far from the castle. Where are we? Miss Amethyst hushed her. Hardly anyone comes here. Your mother and I come here to have personal discussions we don't want anyone to hear, she whispered. What is there to discuss? She whispered, wondering what she was talking about. You, your aunt, your cousin. She kept overturning rocks and the like. Almost each one had a scratch or a marking. Ah, that way. Come, come. Miss Amethyst swam over to a spot where there were hardly any rocks. She pressed on something. That was when they heard something sliding. They looked around. Then Garnet realized she was alone. She widened her eyes. Miss Amethyst? Where did you go? She whispered. A head popped up from beneath her. Down here, Miss Garnet. Come on, don't dawdle. She swam into a big hole that would be easy to spot. Once she entered, the rock slid back into place. She gasped when she saw it close. Miss Amethyst saw her frightened. Hang on a second. Let me check the time here. Alright, hang on, guys. The ones you see in my butt. I got my mail. Trash. Hey, you get to watch me do my go through my mail. Trash. I'm gonna open that later. Okay, back to the reading. Where were we? Miss Amethyst saw her frightened. Don't worry, we know these parts very well. You'll be able to get out. Garnet followed her deeper into the tunnel. She looked back at the entrance one more time. Her guts were telling her that something wasn't right. There were a few turns to the tunnel. It was getting lighter, as if they were close to the end of the tunnel. They were nowhere near an exit. And I'm going to stop there, because I want to do my singing before this video is over. So this will be a Christmas song from the little booklet I have called Christmas Carols. I actually tried doing one of these songs Wednesday, and it turned out the video was blocked worldwide. So I can't do that particular song unless I do more than one. And I gotta hurry. This song is called All Through the Night. All these songs are kind of an alto for my voice, but I think they're all pretty much for male singers. Anyways, song called All Through the Night, words by Sir Harold Boulton. Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee all through the night. Guardian angels, God will send thee all through the night. Soft the drowsy hours are creeping, hills and vale in slumber sleeping. I my loving vigil keeping all through the night, while the moon her watch is keeping all through the night, while the weary world is sleeping all through the night. O'er thy spirit gently sleeping, visions of delight revealing, breasts a pure and holy feeling all through the night. I hope you like that. It's a really good song. It's actually one of my favorites. So, I hope you guys like the song. And now I will bid you fare thee well. This is the Esperanza 243 signing off. And happy Thanksgiving!